One of the things that we know is that there's not ever enough joy and happiness in the world. Not to say that with the sense that we should always feel happy and joyous either. Of course, we don't. There are a lot of things that happen in our lives and in the world that are really troubling and scary and disconnecting. And most of us are not brought up in an environment where kindness is even on the radar. Some people are. My dad was much more inclined to kindness and compassion than my mom and dad's family compared to my mom's family. So we have different experiences with that. But even in a family where kindness is more valued and where it's cultivated, or even in our own personal lives as we move through our life and we deal with challenges that are here, and a lot of the challenges relate to our past, of course. Through our nervous system, we bring in our whole life's experience. And so often when we bring in our life experience, what we're noticing is that there's a judgment or a shame, or I should have done that differently, or I shouldn't have done that. So one of the first places to start is really with kindness towards ourselves, to have an open heart. We have to have some kind of overall understanding of processes and of intergenerational trauma, an understanding and a mindfulness around what triggers us, what beliefs have we brought in that really could use a better look and a more current look now as an adult. And underlying all of the inquiries and all of the healing work that we do with trauma is moving towards a kind relationship with ourselves and with others. And not the kindness that wipes us out and we just fawn or comply with others, even though that's something that's in everybody's history, I know. We need a clear knowing and a clear connection so that we're not torturing ourselves with the past, that we're able to see things in perspective. And most of all, that we're able to come back to this open-heartedness. So just as you're tuning into that, notice your whole body and notice what's happened, your experience, your body, your breath, your energy, the sensations and feelings in your body. What's happened over the last couple minutes as I've been speaking about kindness, about compassion, understanding, being clear-eyed, open-hearted. One of the elements of this is that it's a practice. It's something that we cultivate. So with a practice, by definition, it's not perfect. Being kind with ourselves is something that we bring to mind and we set it as an intention, perhaps. We notice there's a mindfulness part of this that's very integral to the practice. We need to notice when we're being unkind and then let that unkindness go, let the harshness go. And sometimes we'll kind of fight back against it, go, no, you don't get to talk to me like that. We're talking to ourselves internally. Or other times it's more like, oh, I don't need to be that harsh here. I could just really settle in, let myself be kind or kinder. I don't need to be harsh with myself. And this isn't something where we get a gold star if we do it perfectly. There's no such thing as perfect in anything, let alone in kindness to ourselves and connection with ourselves. It's something that comes and goes. We lean in and we feel very kind and compassionate. Sometimes we really connect with the innocence and poignancy of what it's like to live in a human existence, to live in a human body with our relationships, our fears, our struggles, our joys. It's complex. And one of the ways that we sometimes feel that we're keeping ourselves safer is to harden down, even though we know that that's not actually going to help. Join us for a special 8 days of practice to cultivate a kind, open heart.